Welcome to scoutwater.com. We're going to talk about getting survival water by digging a little spring. The way to remember this is the saying, find a spot where the river pinches, dig a spring, and waterfall of inches. This is looking down on a diagram of a river. And let's say it's flowing through hills which pinch the river from both sides. That means there's typically a losing reach where groundwater flows away from the river downstream of the hills and a gaining reach upstream of the hills where groundwater flows towards the river. This creates good areas for digging a little spring right at or just upstream of where the river pinches. This is a side view of the river pinching, and it shows vertical river pinching where you have bedrock or a clay layer pushing up into the river bottom. This causes rising groundwater upstream of where the vertical pinch is, and it creates a good area for digging a little spring just upstream of where the river pinches.
This is Cache Creek. One thing you want to look for is find a spot where the river pinches. You can see here that this river pinches both horizontally and vertically here. You can see the clay layers coming up into the bottom of the river here, causing seepage along the sides. And if you look real closely, you can see water coming in from the sides above the level of the creek. Here's a close-up of the seepage area that I was talking about, and it's got some iron in the water, so it may not be the best tasting, but it shouldn't have bacteria in it, so at least it's healthful to drink. We'll move on and next show you how to dig a spring. So here we have an area just upstream of where I showed you the seepage, and you can still see that it's wet on the side here, which means there is seepage coming into the side of the creek. So this is where I'm going to dig a little stream. So I've only been digging a few minutes, and you can see the seepage coming in here in the hole I'm digging. You want to dig back in a ways and let the water start to flow, and make sure you have a drainage path down to the stream. Then if the water flows out of this and over a little waterfall or just down a drainage path into the stream, you know you're getting groundwater, not river water into this, so it's had a lot more distance for filtration. You can see the water flowing in around the edges of this into the hole. This is an unusually easy hole to dig. Many times you'll have to dig quite a bit deeper. But what you do, let the water flow in, and then once it starts filling up, start bailing it with your hands to get the silt out of the water. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, now I'm going to bail the silt out of the water here to help it clean up faster. That way you're getting the mud out, and then the water that replaces it is going to be much cleaner and have less turbidity. Okay, we bailed this a couple of times, several times actually, to get the silt out and let it settle. It's now settled for about half an hour, and you can see it's clear, and once it's totally clear, it's good to drink. I've got a little piece of arundo here, giant reed, that's hollow, just a short piece. I'm going to use that as a straw. Ah, good stuff.